First day of school in Ireland, and the moment Jamie Amelia realized they're really starting a new life. Belfast 7 a.m., a chilly Monday. The sky is still a little grey, but the sun is starting to break through the thin clouds. The sea breeze blows gently towards Jamie and Amelia's new family home. In the kitchen, the familiar sounds of the morning are heard. The kettle squealing. The smell of toast. The sound of spoons hitting bowls. The sound of children's feet running, clack clack, on the wooden floor. Today is not a normal day. It is the first day of the three girls' new school in Ireland. The morning begins with a bit of cute chaos. Amelia is pouring milk when she hears her youngest child shouting from upstairs. "Mommy, I can't find any matching socks." Jamie was tying her shoelaces outside the door, and laughed. "Welcome to school, girl." Amelia raised her head and went up the stairs. "Have you checked the basket next to the bed?" "Yes, but I only found one blue one, one with a star, one with a cow." Jamie said up. "Then you can wear two different ones. They look very fashionable." The youngest immediately poked her head out of the room, her eyes shining. "Really? In Ireland, are you allowed to wear different socks to school, Dad?" Amelia gave Jamie a "be nice" look, and he shrugged. "I think, at least on the first day, you should wear the same socks properly." The youngest wrinkled his nose and ran away. The second daughter was standing in front of the mirror, tying and readying her yellow scarf. "Mommy, is it better for me to leave my hair down or tie it up? Which style would my friends prefer in Ireland?" Amelia came to her, gently tying her hair into a slightly messy bun. "In Ireland, people prefer truth over perfection. You are beautiful enough just as you are." She smiled, her brown eyes shining with confidence. "Then I will be my real self." The older daughter sat at the dining table, already dressed in her uniform, her books neatly packed in her backpack. But Amelia noticed her hand tightening slightly, the way she looked at the bowl of cereal without actually eating. Amelia sat opposite, gently pushing the bowl of cereal back. "Are you worried?" She hesitated. "Not really. I just don't know how much I will be welcomed." Jamie put his hand on her shoulder from behind her. "I know how it feels. Trust me, I've changed schools more than once." The older girl turned to look at him. "Are you scared?" Jamie smiled. "Yes. But I've realized one thing. There are good people everywhere. There are people everywhere who are willing to be friends, if you open your heart a little." Amelia added. "And if you don't find them right away, that's okay. You can take your time." She sighed softly, took another sip of milk. "I'll try." The whole family set off. The car was filled with excitement and laughter. In front of the house was a quite interesting scene. Jamie holding the keys, the two children's backpacks on their shoulders. Amelia holding the lunchbox and the basket of miscellaneous items. The youngest child holding the teddy bear. The second child holding the box of crayons. The oldest child checking the schedule in the notebook 3 times. Jamie looked at the group and sighed, happily. "We look like a small film crew." Amelia laughed. "You are the director, and I am the logistics team." The youngest child raised her hand. "I will be the female lead." The second child interrupted. "No, I want to be the female lead too." The oldest daughter laughed. "Then Dad will be a famous cameo." Jamie pretended to be shocked. "Hey, Dad is still a star." Amelia frowned and teased. "In this house, you are the best at folding blankets, that's enough." Laughter erupted in the car all the way to school. The school gate, where the emotions of both fear and joy met. The new school was a red brick building, with a large yard and an old tree in the middle of the yard. The Irish flag flew on the roof, and the chattering voices of students echoed everywhere. Jamie parked the car, turned to look at the three of them. "Are you ready, Dornan team?" Three arms raised in unison. Yes. But Amelia was still perceptive enough to see, in each of their eyes, there was a little worry. She opened the car door for them. "Remember, if anyone asks, you just say, 'We are from London, just moved to Ireland.' No need to tell too much. No need to hide anything. Just be you." The eldest daughter nodded. The second child adjusted her scarf. The youngest child asked a question that almost made Amelia and Jamie laugh. "What if I accidentally say, 'hello,' instead of 'hello' or 'hi'?" Jamie patted her child's head. "Here, people say everything. Just say it from your heart." The moment, let go of her child's hand. Two teachers stood at the school gate, greeting each family. A red-haired teacher, in her 30s, walked over. "Good morning. This must be the Dornan family who just moved in, right?" Jamie shook hands. "Yes, I'm Jamie. This is my wife, Amelia, and my three daughters." The teacher bent down to the children's eye level. "Welcome to school. Today will be a lot of new things, but I believe you will be fine." The words were simple, but the way she said them, soft, warm, and sure, made Amelia feel her heart soften. It was time to let go. The youngest child suddenly grabbed Jamie's shirt. "Daddy, where are you going?" Jamie took a deep breath and knelt down. "Daddy is going home to work. And he'll come back in the afternoon to pick her up. But I want Daddy here." Her voice was trembling. Amelia stepped forward and hugged them both. "The first day is always the hardest. But I promise, it will go by faster than you think. Besides, if we're brave today, tomorrow will be less scary." The red-haired teacher added, "There's a swing in the schoolyard. I think you'll like it." The youngest child's eyes lit up. "Really? Really? And if you want, you can be the first one to play today." The youngest looked at her father, then at her mother, then at the schoolyard. Finally, she nodded. "Okay, but remember to bring a teddy bear to pick me up this afternoon." Amelia smiled. "Okay. Mom will bring a teddy bear, and Dad." The second daughter was less clingy to her parents, but asked, "What if I can't remember the new friend's name?" Jamie smiled. "You can ask again. In this world, people can ask each other's names 1,000 times." She bit her lip, thought, then nodded. "I will try to get to know at least one friend. Just one." Amelia rubbed her back. "One is a lot. From one can become 2, 3. But there's no need to rush." The eldest daughter stood still for a long time, watching the stream of students coming in. Finally, she turned to Jamie and said, "Dad, can I go in by myself? I think if you and Mom stand there watching for too long, it will be harder for me to leave." Jamie froze, not because she was sad, but because she was moved. He nodded slowly. "Okay. Dad and Mom will stand here watching me. Until I go in." She nodded, taking a deep breath like someone about to go on stage. She turned. Walked. 1 step. 2 steps. 3 steps. Back straight. Steps a little slow, but sure. And no looking back. Amelia thought to herself. She's grown up. Special moment, a wave from afar. just when Jamie and Amelia thought they had all entered the yard. The eldest daughter stopped, turned, and looked towards the gate. Far enough away that they couldn't see each other's faces, but close enough to see her arm raised, waving. Jamie immediately raised her hand and waved back, high and wide. Amelia did the same. In that moment, the invisible line between parent and child, between home and school, became clear. The empty moment after the child entered the school. On the way back, the car was quieter than on the way. No more arguing about which socks are better. No more asking, "Where's your class?" Just 2 adults and 3 empty seats in the back. Jamie spoke first. "I didn't expect to find it so hard to let go." Amelia looked at the back seat and chuckled. "I thought only my child was scared, but my father was just as nervous." Jamie nodded. "I've been through red carpets, press conferences, crying in front of dozens of cameras. But this morning, standing in front of the school gate, I felt more nervous than ever." Amelia admitted. "Me too. When my older child turned around and said he wanted to go in by himself, I was both proud and wanted to call him over and hug him again." Jamie sighed. "I think the decision to go to Ireland was the right one. They have the chance to be children, in the true sense." Amelia smiled. "And we have the chance to be parents, more fully." Afternoon, the moment of anticipation in front of the school gate. All morning, Amelia tried to work in the new studio. But every 10 minutes she looked at the clock. Jamie too, he sat in front of his laptop to review the script, but his mind kept drifting back to the schoolyard. Finally, Amelia sighed. "We're just like the parents of a first-year elementary school kid, aren't we?" Jamie smiled. "It's no different. In our hearts, we're still the parents sending our child to a new school for the first time." When school was over, the 2 of them went to pick him up, even if just one person was enough. In front of the school gate, groups of parents gathered and laughed. Jamie and Amelia stood a little back, feeling both new and familiar. The bell rang. The gate opened. Children rushed out like a wave of color and noise. Jamie tried to look for them. His heart was beating faster than usual. The 3 girls' reactions, each in a different way. The second daughter was the first to see her parents. She rushed over like a gust of wind, her scarf askew, her hair flying out of her bun. "Mommy, Daddy, I have a new friend." Amelia smiled, leaning down. "Really? What's her name?" "It's Aoife. She has beautiful red curly hair. She said I have a funny accent, but it's cute." Jamie laughed. "There, Daddy told me. My accent will become local, eventually." She continued on, talking about the class, the teacher, recess, the swing that bounced harder than in London. Jamie and Amelia breathed a sigh of relief. A small heart had found a place to hold on to. The older girl came out a few minutes later. She didn't run like her sister, but walked slowly, but the smile on her face said it all. Amelia asked, "Was your first day okay?" She nodded. "Better than I thought." Jamie was curious. "Did anyone talk to you?" The little girl smiled softly. "Yes. Sitting next to me was a girl who loved reading. She asked me which author I liked. We talked all lunchtime." Amelia looked at her. "Are you happy?" She nodded, this time her eyes sparkling. "I don't feel as out of place as I thought at first." Jamie touched her shoulder. "Dad is so proud of you." The little girl laughed. "I've only been to school for 1 day, Dad." One day is enough to make you proud. The youngest appeared last, holding a young teacher's hand. Mommy, this is Miss Lucy. The teacher smiled, bowed to Jamie and Amelia. Hello, everyone. The little girl was so cute today. She told the whole class that, my dad is Irish but I speak English like London. Amelia covered her mouth and laughed. That's her style. Jamie knelt down. How was your first day, honey? She smiled brightly. I played on the swings 3 times. I even got to color the Irish flag. And I told my friends we had a beach. Amelia asked. Do you miss your parents a lot? She thought. A little in the morning. A little less in the afternoon. In the afternoon, I was so busy playing that I forgot. Both Jamie and Amelia burst out laughing. That was the most beautiful answer a child could give on their first day of school. On the way home, relief filled the car. In the car, the 3 children chattered like birds, each grabbing an invisible microphone to tell about their day. The eldest talked about the school library. The second about red-haired Aoife. The youngest about the swing that was almost as high as the clouds. Amelia looked at Jamie. No words needed to be said. Their eyes exchanged. They're fine. They're really fine, Jamie said as he drove. I think Ireland has officially accepted our family. Amelia nodded. And your school is the first proof. Evening, the first lines in the Irish diary. After dinner, after doing the simple homework the teacher gave, the eldest daughter opened her new notebook. On the first page, she wrote, Day 1 new school in Ireland. Not bad at all. The second child drew a picture of himself and his friend Aoife, with the words written on it. New friend, new sky. The youngest child didn't write anything, just put a sticker of a swing on it and said, I flew so high today. Jamie and Amelia looked at the 3 notebooks, each one a small door opening to the future. A normal school day, but a milestone for the whole family. Night. The sea was still murmuring. The wind was tapping gently on the window. Jamie stood in front of the children's bedroom door, listening to the steady breathing from inside. Amelia hugged him from behind. Today is a good day, right? Jamie nodded. Very good. For the first time I feel we're not just staying here, but really living here. Amelia rested her chin on his shoulder. And tomorrow, the day after, next week, next month, they will tell more stories from their new school. Jamie turned around, looking at Amelia with eyes that were both grateful, loving, and peaceful. You know, I used to think the next part of my life would be on big film sets. But now, I see the best part of my life is standing at the bedroom door, watching my child sleep after the first day of school in Ireland. Amelia smiled, her eyes slightly moist. It's a role I don't need a script for. And I'm doing very well. Jamie kissed her forehead. Because I have the best co-star. The sound of waves outside gently lapped against the shore. In a small house near the sea, a family was gradually taking root. No noise. No fanfare. Just quietly growing up and falling in love.